All right. InstantApp is a rapid application development tool, and you can use it to build web apps, which are client-side with backbone views and models, and it generates Bootstrap 3 templates with this 12-column grid system. You can create labels just by typing. You can also, let me fix that. You can also create input fields. And when you start typing into the input fields, let me switch this to first name. And when you start typing into the input fields, it generates a new blank item above the one that you're entering so that you can create more. And you can see the ID that's being generated in the database coming back here. And you can also create multiple sheets. If you create more sheets, let's name this sheet before we move on. Let's call this person. For the next sheet, we can call it pet. So we can have different pets. And once you do that, once you have multiple sheets, then you can reference the other sheet with drop downs. Let me create a pet name here and create a drop down that references the person sheet, and by default the name will be person ID, and I'm going to type the first name there and make this let's give this pet to Steve Jobs, and create another one. Let's see, hand me the hamster, and give him to Steve as well. And how about a parrot for Linus? So now they each have pets, and you can use templates here, to do typical things like first name, last name sort of thing, except apparently it's just B2. I forgot to call it a last name, so we'll make that B2 so it works. There we go. So you've got Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, and Linus Torvalds. And then you can actually reference in these formulas the other sheets. So I could do something like persons.get based on the person ID, and I get back an object. I could get their phone number, their last name, whatever. But actually, it's in B2, so we'll get their last name there. But if I had named that last name, it would have come through. Another cool thing is you can do kind of a reverse lookup here, where I could list all the pets, and I probably want to merge those cells to make a big one, and call it, let's see, pets dot where person ID is ID, and you can see that returns multiple objects. But to get the actual pet name, did I call it name? Yeah, I called it name. To get the actual pet name, I have to do an invoke on the get method because these are backbone models. So we can invoke get and pass it name, and there you go. Freddy the fish, hand me the hamster. Oh, but there's no space after that comma because it's just using the default toString. So I want to do join with a space there. Now I get a nice display of the different pets for each of these people. So this is just a repeated item template. All right, thanks for watching.